Hello, how are you all doing today? It's Calculator here, and welcome back to ZZZ. Welcome back. 2.1 is here, and I'm here with it. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. Hey, I've been waiting for so long. Beach episode time. Let's go. Hello, Belle. Oh, Wise, it's you. You all look so serious. Perfect timing, Junior. I was just about to call for you. You got a minute? There's something I want to discuss. Senior Yinhu, please wait a moment. Oh, wait. No, yep. Okay. I'm not gonna wait.
Junior, you remember Damien, right? The head of Porcelumex in Wi-Fi Peninsula. He sent someone to us with a banquet invitation.
A banquet invitation? Judging by the looks on your faces, I thought he had sent some sort of legal notice.
He wouldn't dare. If it weren't for all of us from Yunque Summit helping him take care of the Exaltists, he wouldn't be living the good life now. But as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
Here's the situation. Even though Top suppressed any media about the Exaltists causing chaos in Wi-Fi Peninsula, news had already spread citywide.
Of course.
The production of Porcelume is super important.
What else would you expect, really?
Porcelumex can pretend that nothing happened. So, over the next 2 weeks, Tops will lead a security investigation in Wi-Fi Peninsula and urge a swift return to business as usual.
But what does the security investigation have to do with the banquet?
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Porcelumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone. Although the security investigation doesn't involve Yunque Summit, that Damien kid is pretty cunning. He'll leverage all his connections and resources to get closer to us.
Senior Shuyuan told me that right after the corruption incident was over, Damien sent a generous gift, but Shifu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. Shifu doesn't want Yunque Summit to get too close to Porcelumex, and honestly, I have to agree. But since we're operating in Wi-Fi Peninsula, we still have to do our best to maintain a working relationship with Damien.
Agreed.
If you ask me, now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
Huh? Why's that?
Shifu and Senior Shuyuan returned to Yunque Summit a while ago and won't be back anytime soon. If the three of us attend the banquet, it'll show Damien some respect without drawing too much attention. Besides, he already knows Shifu isn't around, so it's not like she's deliberately avoiding him.
Wait a second. What about Senior Fufu?
Well, yesterday we happened to learn that she had failed her arithmetic course, so Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. She
No.
won't be able to make the banquet this time.
Not Fufu. No. She loves eating, bro.
Yunque Summit to be so strict.
Oh, man. That's so sad.
I think your reasoning earlier makes a lot of sense. We should go to the banquet.
I agree. Besides, I have a feeling that there'll be some pretty influential guests at the banquet. We might be able to gather some useful information.
All right, it's settled then. We'll do Porcelumex a favor and attend the banquet.
Wise. The Porcelumex banquet is set for tomorrow night at the banquet hall on the second floor of Yumsha Sing. Let's meet up in front of Yumsha Sing then. Alright. Guess we go ni. We go Fedodo. The Impending Crash of Waves. The Withering Waves, Season 2, Chapter 2. The next day, after taking care of some personal matters, evening arrives.
Belle and Senior Yinhu must have gone to Yumchasin. Better go meet them there.
Wise, you sure took your sweet time getting here. Senior Yinhu and I are starving. Already hungry? I saw some premium tangerine peel the other day and couldn't help but splurge on it. Been pinching pennies ever since, but now it's finally time to treat myself with this feast. To be honest with you, I actually skimped lunch just for this meal. Weren't you acting all cool yesterday? Hey, since we're coming anyways, we can't let Porcelumex off easily, right? Now that everyone's here, let's roll. Welcome to Yumsansin, esteemed guest of Porcelumex. Please, head to the banquet hall on the second floor. Alright, let's head to the banquet hall. Yes, sir. Here we go. You then arrive at the banquet hall on the second floor. Ooh. I see familiar faces and new faces. Wow, so many people. Looks like this Wi-Fi Peninsula security inspection is pretty big deal. Well, it was a huge mess. Yeah, you've got a point. Even without the Exaltus causing trouble, there's still a lot of conflict between the workers and Persalumex regarding work safety. It'd be great if we could resolve all those problems as well. Oh yeah, since Damien sent us the invitation, let's go say hi to him. Hey juniors, your seniors gonna have to pass on this one. I just don't vibe with that Damien kid, so I'll spare myself the headache. Yeah, Wise and I can handle it. Just focus on the food. Try to eat enough for Shifu and the others too. Wise, let's go. Damien's over there. Alright, let's go. Hello, Damien. It's been a while, you piece of scheisse.
Ah,
You're a bad person, but you're not a bad person.
Summit have arrived.
You're the most confusing
As the
person I
host,
know.
Having at least you two and Master Pun show up for this dinner banquet is truly an honor.
Is that so?
Judging from your tone, are you upset that our Shifu isn't here?
Not at all. You're all disciples that Ishwan Shifu trusts deeply. Even from afar in Yunque's summit, she entrusted you to attend on her behalf. This in itself is a gesture I can appreciate. Please, make yourselves at home tonight and enjoy the banquet. If there's anything you'd like to eat that's not being served, just let me know directly.
You seem to be in a pretty good mood, Mr. Damien. With so many people here for the security investigation, I thought you'd be swamped with work.
It's rare to hear you speak so pointedly, Master Wise. With the Exaltus appearing in Wi-Fi Peninsula and Porsalumex being held responsible for security, I'm probably coming off as too relaxed. To be honest with you both, although my official title is General Manager of Porsalumex and Wi-Fi Peninsula, my main responsibility is actually overseeing production. Hollow Security was originally managed by someone else who was appointed by corporate executives, though of course they have since been relieved of that responsibility.
I see now. No wonder you were so willing to provide us with clues earlier. It wasn't your head on the chopping block. It seems like it won't be long before you have full control over security too.
Yeah.
Come now, no need to be cheeky. Things have been rather difficult for me.
Sure
I'm
they
used to be
have,
holding on
buddy.
to my current role, especially with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation. But after seeing the guest list with my own eyes earlier, I finally felt a bit of relief.
How so?
Oh? Why is that?
Ha! Why don't you have a look for yourselves? There are quite a few guests at tonight's banquet, but in reality, they all fall into just a few categories. All these elegantly dressed guests are senior officials from TOPS. The fact that everyone who was invited has turned up is a clear indicator that the connection between TOPS and Porsalumex remains strong. Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that TOPS is fully committed to the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We also sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed up, which suggests that the government doesn't want to get involved in the sensitive matters happening between TOPS and the military and Wi-Fi Peninsula. They would prefer to steer clear and let us work things out on our own.
I heard that TOPS and the military often have conflicts regarding porcelain issues, but it seems the situation is even worse than I expected.
It is a serious matter, but not something we avoid discussing. The military is the biggest buyer of porcelain, and by controlling Wi-Fi Peninsula, TOPS essentially controls their most critical resource. So, it would prove quite difficult if the military chooses to take this chance to cause trouble.
It seems that knowing the identities of the military guests here today is key to understanding the situation.
Correct. Do you see that lady over there? She's the military's representative.
But she's not wearing a defense force
Military.
uniform.
Okay.
Isn't this supposed to be a formal event?
That's because Missy Zolda is not a military officer. She's a research
Isolda.
consultant.
That's quite the name.
Instead of sending high-ranking officers, they hired a
sound right.
civilian to attend, which sends a clear message. They don't intend to investigate this matter further. Of course,
okay.
though production was limited after the corruption incident, Porcelumex didn't delay any orders from the military. So, it appears they have acknowledged our sincerity.
I see. There's no more pressure from TOPS' executives, the government, or the military. But who are the remaining guests? There are quite a few older individuals here too.
Those are members of the inspection team, leading experts in the ether industry. They'll be overseeing the security investigation while providing us with valuable insights. It took great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests, may I have your attention for just a moment? It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
Looks like it's time for the real hosts to give their speech.
Dear guests,
Lucro.
thank you for coming to Phi
Who the hell are
to
you?
participate in the Wi-Fi Peninsula security investigation. I am Lucro, co-chief executive officer of the Porcelumex Group.
Okay.
Greetings,
High ranking
everyone.
person.
I'm Ferox, also co-chief executive officer.
I've seen Lucro and Ferox on TV before. They run Porcelumex together. So are those two your direct superiors?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porcelumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those two were the ultimate victors, but now they're secretly competing against each other.
Of course they are. Corporal heads.
Is it
Like a
okay
hydra.
to talk about your superiors like that?
I completely trust both of you, so I feel comfortable speaking openly. The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates, but now he's been dismissed. Both of the big bosses are eager to fill that position with their own people. The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Wi-Fi Peninsula was because I don't belong to either side, so I can't disrupt the balance of power in this competition.
Oh,
But
I see.
the price of remaining
You're
neutral
not a
is that I've
threat,
completely
basically.
lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to take sides, it could come at a fatal cost, destroying everything I've worked so hard to build.
We will work closely with everyone here to reinforce our security measures and deliver a report to the public that we can be proud of.
Ladies and gentlemen, the security investigation will officially begin tomorrow. For now, please relax and enjoy the banquet.
Okay. Tomorrow it is, I guess.
Wow, the big shots have finally finished their speeches. Thank you both for accompanying me. It's the only reason my good mood's still intact. Enjoy the banquet. I've got to go face some heat from my superiors now. If you'll excuse me.
Wow.
Wise. What should we do now that Damien's left?
What do you have in mind?
What do you have in mind, Belle? I'll go with whatever you decide.
After hearing all that from Damien, I'm kinda curious about the guests now. He's not exactly very trustworthy, so you never know what's true or not. Let's split up and check out the hall.
Okay. Such a major incident in Wi-Fi Peninsula has caused great alarm. We have betrayed your trust with our negligence. No. Everyone knows the risk of producing Persilium in the hollow, and who knows when those Exaltus might pop up again. It's impressive how Damien, the head of your Wi-Fi Peninsula branch, acted decisively to root out the Exaltus, preventing even bigger losses. It's rare to see such gumption in young people these days, all thanks to Mr. Lucro's constant guidance. Ah, you flatter me, but it's really all thanks to Mr. Ferox. Keen eye for talent, finding such a gem like this. Hahaha, look at you two being all formal with each other. Ah well, we spent all day hunched over our desks, so it's rare we get to head out like this. Let's just think of this trip to Wi-Fi Peninsula as a little vacation. We're truly grateful for your kind words. Wi-Fi Peninsula isn't quite like the Throne Quarter, So please excuse our humble hospitality. With Porcelumix hosting, how could anything be less than perfect? Top's guests at the venue appear relaxed, definitely not looking like they're here to hold Porcelumix accountable. On the contrary, Lucro and Ferox remain hostile in their exchanges, even in front of Top's executives. Damien says he hasn't sided with either party, and it seems to be true. But just thinking about dealing with those two higher ups gives me a stomachache. Props to him for managing to walk that tightrope. Yeah, corporates are mentally not cool in the head. Professor Walker, how's that project you mentioned earlier coming along? I think it has a real potential. The direction looks promising, but the requirements for experimental equipment and environment are too high. Ugh. I'm getting headaches every day over funding issues. You better make the most of this chance. With all the Top's VIPs here, all it takes is a little nod, and boom, it's a done deal, right? I'm on good terms with some of them. Want me to introduce you? Yes, please, thank you. It's no big deal, but you and your star pupils should think about helping me with my research project too, right? Sure will. Many experts in the inspection team seems to know each other. Rather than focusing on their duties as part of the inspection team, everyone seems more interested in their own research project. Well, that's only human nature. But if they get Tops as a sponsor, they can't really say anything about the affairs in Waifu Peninsula anymore, right? Hey miss, we're out of lazuli shark stew here. Better restock soon. Alright, please wait a moment. I'll head to the kitchen and take care of that for you. Hey Norash, I heard Persilumix brought in a special guest chef today. They've gotta know how to make lobster 3 ways, right? Let's start with 3 each prepared differently. Remember, for the vermicelli and steamed one, go easy on the oyster sauce in the garlic paste, and don't forget to add sea urchin when making the creamy baked version. Alright, got it. Whoa, you're just straight up ordering. We're just getting started. Time to show you what this panda thyron is made of. Alright, if I can't finish my food, I can get it back to go, right? Yes, of course. Hold up, you're getting it to go? Sure, takeout might not taste quite as good, but with those top-notch ingredients, I can work some magic when I get home and turn it into another amazing meal. Saves a ton of money, too. Listen up, miss. I want 3 portions of each of these. Braised goose feet in abalone sauce, duck in a treasure pot, amber custard pastries, crab meat coin, dumplings, vegetables, crystal shumai. Alright, just throw in a couple of ounces of that lingji mushroom from the beef bone soup with wolf berries. My senior brothers have been having trouble sleeping lately, and it's getting worse. This will be a perfect nourishment meal for him. Oh my god, after that. I've already made a round through the banquet hall. Time to meet up with Belle. Okay. Hello, Belle.
Wise, you're back. Find anything interesting?
From what I saw, the security investigation doesn't seem as serious as I imagined. The experts and TOPS representatives were even chatting and laughing together. What everyone cares about isn't the Exaltists, or even the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but how to get the porcelain supply back on track.
Yeah, I had the same feeling. The security investigation
All about money.
seems
Nobody
more
cares
like
about
a
anything else.
ritual for the city's upper circles to align their intentions, and just a way to reassure the public. Even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow, as long as they're not too serious, I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug. But come on, let's not worry about that now. It's not every day Porcelumex is picking up the tab. Let's enjoy the meal. Come on, let's enjoy a proper meal, Wise.
All right.
Wow, the ingredients
Enjoy.
today are top.
Alice!
My apologies, miss.
Alice!
I'm terribly sorry.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here.
Thank you both very much. Oh, you're with the safety inspection team. Wow, you look so young. And you're already an expert in the ether industry? Sorry, I must excuse myself.
Oh,
Did I say something wrong?
don't worry about it.
Young lady, seems you're completely at a loss.
I
If I'm
already
not
don't like you.
mistaken, You're the military research consultant.
That's right. My name's Isolde. That girl and I are both decorative props. Just here for show.
Oh? Let me listen to more. I'm listening. After learning about the inspection team from Miss Isolde, you bid her goodbye and have a delicious dinner. Late that night, after Porcelumic's welcome banquet had ended, in a luxury suite prepared by Porcelumix for the inspection team. Oh, Alice, what the hell's going on?
The time fields. Not only one of the oldest noble families in New Eridu, but also a renowned name in the field of science. The patent for the anti-corruption medicine widely used on the market today belongs to your grandfather. If this respected and prestigious surname appears on the investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
You flatter me. It's just that my grandfather is seriously ill right now, so I really don't think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. As I just said, all I need is this surname to appear on the list. Aren't you a time field as well?
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like my grandfather.
Miss, I'm sure you've heard that the corruption outbreak in Wi-Fi Peninsula is closely tied to the failure of anti-corruption medicine. Porcelumex has every right to file a lawsuit against your family and hold you accountable.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Reason? Your family concealed major risks involved in the purification process of the medicine.
That's complete nonsense. It was clearly the Exaltists who...
So what?
See that?
The media
Never
doesn't
trust
care about
corporates.
the truth. They just want to see a once honorable family brought to ruin.
Ah, Demian, you piece of shit.
Miss, the honor of the Timefield family now rests entirely on your shoulders. Think carefully, for your ailing grandfather's sake. I wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to the old man either.
That was definitely a threat.
Grandpa,
That was a threat,
did
alright.
I make a mistake? What should I do? What's going on?
Oh, it's Yuzua.
What's that?
Damn, bro. A few minutes later, inside Suibian Temple, a series of urgent knocks on the door wakes you up.
Ah, Wise. You're up too?
I was just dreaming. You told Eos to learn the drums and set them up right in the middle of the store, saying it would attract customers. But no customers showed up.
Oh, that's
Just
sad.
a bill from the bank. Thank goodness it was just someone knocking on the door.
Wise, how little do you trust me? I'd never do something like that. Besides, there's no way Eos's little legs could ever reach the pedals. Forget that ridiculous dream already. Signorine Who went to answer the door. Let's go and check what's going on. There must be something urgent if someone's showing up at this hour.
Who is it that knocks on the door? Who is it that knocks on my door? Oh, Alice.
Master Pun, that glowing thing really appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths and this and that. I believe what you said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquay Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left. I remember that clearly. But I admit I was a bit abrupt earlier. My apologies. It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic arts. I've come because a friend told me that Mr. Wise and Miss Bell are currently staying here, and she trusts them.
Senior Inhu, who was knocking just now?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr. Wise and Miss Bell?
Hi. I'm Wise, and this is my sister Belle.
Hi! Didn't expect we'd meet again. All right, Wise, stop
That's
staring
awkward.
at me. I know I shouldn't have said that.
After a few minutes, Alice explains what had happened earlier.
I see. So, you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
To be honest, Ms. Montefiore and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after
She knows Lucy.
we've still always kept in touch. Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the time fields. Turns out she's likely here in place of her grandfather, who's fallen ill. We're not sure what exactly happened, but Alice was probably threatened by them. In any case, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her seriously. The way they're treating her so differently from the other guests is really going over the line.
Since Ms. Montefiore spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified object that appeared outside my window. As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
Hey, Wise, what do you think?
Since she's a friend of Lucy's, we should help her out. Our last encounter was a bit awkward, but it was mostly on our end.
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily or hourly rate? If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5
Ether
minutes in each
Dynamic.
lesson.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Of course we'll lend a hand. Don't worry. Here at Yunquay Summit, we're not only skilled in the mystic arts, we're also good at tracking things down and getting to the bottom of mysteries.
Didn't you just say...
Senior Inhu, you just assumed we would take the job.
Hey, come on now. What do you mean speaking on your behalf, huh? Let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level.
It's all about money, eh?
Eli and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to eat meat next month all depend on you two now.
Seriously? Now you're guilt-tripping me?
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Wise will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission? Please don't feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumix have brought recently.
You can rest assured, Miss Timefield. We'll accept the commission and investigate with you starting tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
You help Alice settle in her room. Okay. Phew! Finally, got everything settled. Signorino and Belle have gone back to their rooms. I should head back to bed too. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm ready to bed. Oh, let me rest. I better get some sleep. We've got an investigation to run first thing in the morning. Comfy bed, here I come. As expected, you fall asleep the moment you hit the bed, and the next morning... Mr. Wise? Hey, I'm Alice. Your sister just gave me your knock-knock contact info. Looking forward to connecting with you. Pilsher, good morning, Alice. Ah, I'm really sorry for reaching out so early and bothering you. No worries, I was just about to look for you. Alright, I'll be waiting for you here at the Subian Temple Atrium. Okay, time to work. And feed Fufu some meat next month. That sounds very wrong, but take it what you, however you want to take it.
Good morning, Mr. Wise. Sorry for causing trouble by showing up so late last night.
No problem. You came to us for help, and really, no need to be so formal. Just call me Wise.
Alright. Then, please, feel free to call me Alice.
You seem a little tired. Did the thought of what you saw outside last night keep you up?
Not at all. Having all of you nearby made me feel quite safe. It's just, the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees, and when I was about to sleep after fixing them, I noticed that the 2 vases by the bed didn't match.
Oh my god.
Sorry, you have to see this side of me.
It reminds me so much of myself 5 years ago when I had severe OCD before I went to a doctor. Oh my god, dude. She reminds me so much of my OCD, man. Oh man. I'm kind of over it. I still have it, but it's not as heavy as before, man. I had it so bad that it just basically ruined my life. I couldn't sleep at night.
Oh, no. It's not that bad. Subian Temple just lives up to its name.
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
How about we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure. Good thing you suggested starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't dare step back into that room until we know exactly what I saw.
Mr. Wise, shall we head out to investigate the area below my apartment building? Let's go. Yes, sir.
Alice, let's talk about last night. You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang.
Yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large slanted shadows, and there was a glowing skeleton stuck between the shadows and the glass.
That was the tanuki. That was Yuzuha's tanuki. Raccoon, was it in English? Yeah, okay. Here we are. I'm staying at the building on the left. Oh, right here? Due to influx of visitors from TOPS and the inspection team, Bersalumex ran out of rooms in their guest building, so I was arranged to stay here instead. Huh. Look at the ground over there. There's all kind of items scattered around. Let's check it out. Okay. Very suspicious. A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the ground near the vending machine. A recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, fresh soil. Huh. Where did those flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. I don't remember seeing any flower pots here either. Oh, look! There's an identical flower pot on that balcony over there. I can't believe they'd put a flower pot in such a dangerous location. If anyone in our household did something that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold would certainly scold them. Mr. Arnold? Oh, he's our butler. Ah, sorry, I went off on a tangent. Your family's pretty strict, huh? Wait, I'm glad you want to chat with me. Maybe it's because you not only took me in when you had nowhere else to go, but when I had nowhere else to go, but you've also been really sweet. I feel at ease around you. Oh, I just remembered something. After that skeleton and the huge tilted shadow flashed by outside the window, there was another noise from downstairs. It must have been the sound of a fallen flower pot. That's another important clue. The balcony with the flower pot is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared Alice fell to the ground along with the flower pot? This is the guest house where Alice lives. Let's look around carefully for any clues. Alice, which window did you see the shadow? Well, it's her window, so yeah, which floor do you live on? The second to last floor, the one with the advert. The window is right next to the drain pipe on the left side of the billboard. How big was that shadow? Huge, basically covering the entire window. There's nothing near the window that could support such a massive object. The drained pipes and adverts have very limited capacity. Where did that dark shadow come from? I see. What do you find? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Yesterday while I was in my room, I kept hearing noise from around here. It turns out there is a construction site not far behind. Yeah, I can see a huge tower crane. Wait, a tower crane? Billabug? Billabug Industries? The overturned drinks crate must have been hit by that flower pot. But why would this lone box end up all the way out here? Yeah, it's weird for it to be here. Upon closer inspection, there are a number of thin scratches on the surface of the box. No, wait, those look like claw marks from some small animal. You have a gut feeling you're into something, and before you know it, you left the box. Oh! There's a trail of tiny footprints. It's glow-in-the-dark paint. Glow-in-the-dark paint? The exact same color as that glowing skeleton I saw last night. Looks like we found our prep.
Wise, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
I think our guesses are probably pretty close.
Really? Then let's go over what we found together. First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. Cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane.
Wrong.
A soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate. But let's just assume for a moment that it was. Then, what do you think made it fall to the ground?
Well,
it was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up, but that little creature couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
It's pretty clear. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in phosphorescent paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no phosphorescent paint on the drain pipe, so it's likely the little creature hitched a ride on the cargo and was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, it couldn't have dressed itself up like that.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far. Wise, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this. Look over here. The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
Oh my god.
Let's follow them and
The
check it
worst stealthy animal in history. Alright, let's go.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
Well, it's your best friend, so... Alright. Yuzuha, where are you?
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM.
Oh, she's getting scared.
Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
Fairy, you're not helping.
Oh, we're still going. Okay, let's go.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone?
There it is. Huh. You think we're idiots?
Hey, stop! Here, it ran into that shop!
So you were behind yesterday's pranks. The real...
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming.
It's Yuzuha. There she is.
What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all.
Obviously.
Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases. Excuse me for being presumptuous.
That girl's name is Yuzuha, right? She suddenly changed the subject. Seems like she'll be a tough nut to crack.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount.
1%?
All right.
Really?
Thank you very much. No, wait! We're not here to shop! Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble.
Wait. They don't know each other.
That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor.
What the hell? No, they know each other. That doesn't make sense. in Yuzuha's EP, they were like holding hands while they were kids and growing up together. What? Okay, this is different from what I thought.
Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Okay, what the hell?
Excuse me, may I say something? Porcelumix brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the investigation team, none dared to defy Porcelumix. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target?
Then.
I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training. Wise, from Swabian Temple.
Yep.
Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look.
Is that so?
Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
Huh.
I really appreciate you saying that. But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
No, nobody's weird but you here.
And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
Huh, special porcelain shard. The hell?
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it just my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
Obscura?
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Monato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Could someone explain what just happened?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow, items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Of course.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory. so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the Hollow.
Where did you find the shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloom Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the Hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Minato! We're heading to Siloom Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with. Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that? It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right? Of course not. But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Wise.
Okay.
It seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
Soon after, Alice leaves.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the Hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Wise away. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Minato, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Wise, sorry, I didn't get to say hi earlier. It's hard to get a word in when Yuzuha's around. But what the heck, Minato? That's so mean. You guys are pretty close, huh? We're classmates. We're classmates. We've got a ton of students. Oh, from Waifu Peninsula standout characters like Minato. Pretty rare. And those who are both eye-catching and genuinely nice people are even rarer. That's why I decided to investigate the Obscura. Don't just go along with what he's. Don't just go along with what he says. Actually, Yuzuha was the one who wanted to investigate, but I also think we can't let Porcelumex get away with just a slap on the wrist. Anyways, let's head to Siloom Bay and ask around. Speaking of Siloom Bay, what kind of place is it? It's an area near the shore below Felium Heights. In the past, Lumite ore mined from the Hollow was washed there first. Now quite a few residents have moved in. The elevator at Suibian Temple's entrance goes straight to Siloom Bay. Should have been fixed last week. So the elevator goes to Siloom Bay. Let's go check it out. Okay. We are going to the elevator. We are going. Elevator. Oh, this elevator. Ah. Oh, that military lady again.
The elevator's still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry, I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Then, is there another way to get to Siloom Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What the hell?
What a
You'd
shame.
just be stuck in the city without
Silent
being able
Bay
to
is
go
on
to the beach,
seaside,
not even
and the scenery at
staircase?
sunset is supposed to be
That doesn't make
stunning.
sense.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the Hollow, and since Porsalumix has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the Hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No, that's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Siloam Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side.
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Siloam Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the Hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porsalumix. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
So we can't go to Siloam Bay right now? Then what should we do?
Yeah, right. All those lies like there aren't any other routes only work on outsiders. Porsalumix can't fool us.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I
Okay.
could probably carry both of you together.
Damn, bro. How strong are you?
So literally, I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porsalumix is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Siloam Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Wise. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
Shortly after, Yuzuha and Manato leave. You return to Suibian Temple with the Obscura shard and briefly tell Belle what had happened that morning. Can you sense anything? I can sense some etheric matter, but I can't tell if it's sacrifice or not. I hate to admit it, but I guess my perception isn't quite on your level. I barely even used that perception technique Shifu taught me. But I agree with you all. This thing's super suspicious. We should definitely look into it properly. Wise, I'll come with you to Siloam Bay using Eos. I might be able to help. Alright, let's go together. After tidying up a bit, you set out with Eos.